Hey there, I'm Veronica, and I'm so happy to be with you today. Behind me, you can see Devil's Tower in Wyoming. This is the farthest I could get. I was not able to climb the boulders. I consider myself athletic, but not that athletic. So today we're going to be talking about releasing resistance and why it is so important, and why you can't be desperate if you want to receive fast results. Before we do that, I do want to say that if you'd like to learn more about me, VeronicaIsles.com is the place to go. And you can find my self-study courses at veronicaisles.teachable.com. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about releasing resistance and desperation. What are some techniques that you can do this? And I want to say that you can't skip this step. You can't just visualize and skip the part about releasing resistance and desperation and expect to actually receive the result. The result comes, the sun just illuminated the tower. The result will come when you are aligned with it. So one of the greatest ways to release resistance is through comfort, is through accepting the process, surrendering to the current moment. A lot of times you're just too desperate to escape this current moment and to only be in the moment that has the result, that you fail to realize that this moment is actually assisting you in getting there. Again, it's like a chain of links or a staircase. Every step is that important. Every step will get you that much closer to the intended result. So comfort that this moment is okay. Yes, it does not contain the results that you want. Yes, it contains the lack that you do not want. But yes, it's okay to be in this moment, to accept it, to surrender to it. So comfort yourself through this moment, that it plays a part in the overall outcome, that this moment is just as important. Yes, you want out of this moment as fast as possible. I'm not saying that you're going to accept this moment and be okay with it, but don't feel like you want to jump out of your skin or like you want to jump out of this moment or escape from it as soon as possible. Instead, surrender to it, release your resistance by allowing this moment to exist, because this moment will carry you through, it'll streamline you to the results you prefer when you just accept it, go with it, let it flourish, stop rejecting it, and just comfort yourself through it, that this moment isn't going to last forever. A lot of times we hate this moment so much because we think it's indefinite, but when we realize everything is in constant change, everything is constantly shaping. So this moment of lack is not going to exist. It just won't. It won't persist forever. It can't. And the fact that you are mindfully setting intentions, you are doing these affirmations, these visualizations, you are bringing yourself closer to this. So this is one way that you can release resistance. Another way that you can release desperation is through having perspective in your life. Maybe you can remember a time where you achieved something before in the past that you didn't once have. Maybe you have a car that you really like right now. Maybe you have a friend that you really treasure. Maybe you just received a raise. I don't care what the good thing is in your life. Maybe you have none of these, but maybe you have something on a smaller scale. But it's proof that you have abundance where once existed lack. And it's always important to notice that any lack can be satiated, it can be fulfilled. But again, we want to release resistance to get to that result. And we can only effectively get to that result by allowing to have perspective on this current moment, allowing yourself to see all things are in constant change. You have areas in your life right now that contain abundance, maybe even on a smaller scale. Challenge yourself to at least recognize some form of abundance in your life. Like I said, even if it's a small thing, it's at least proof that you have something now that you didn't once have before in the past. Another tip that you can do to try to release resistance is to remember a time where you received something that you really wanted badly, and that moment of success, that moment of relief. Try to duplicate this moment of relief without even having the results that you prefer right now. Accept that feeling just because it's who you want to be. Again, this is a form of releasing resistance. It is a form of feeling better. A lot of people don't want to do this because they're like, well, I'll feel good, I'll feel relieved once I have it. And they're stubborn. They're stubborn to actually allow themselves to feel this way. At least allow yourself to feel this way for 5 minutes at a time. It'll be enough to bring about profound results. A lot of people break through just by allowing themselves to feel relief just for 5 minutes. Now, another thing you can do to release resistance and to streamline, to detach yourself, is to have more faith, more belief in yourself that what you're doing is right. What you're doing has been enough. Don't exhaust yourself to death researching new techniques, thinking you have to do things a certain way in a certain ritualistic fashion in order to be enough. A little goes a long way, so trust that whatever you have done so far is more than enough. Stop exhausting yourself and let yourself actually experience the result. Don't forget about that part, because that's the part you truly want. Okay, so I hope this could help. Many people are trying to come on this path, so I do think I need to close up this video. If you'd like to learn more about me, veronicaisles.com is the place to go. I also have self-study courses at veronicaisles.teachable.com and an awesome app for iPhone that'll change your world. You can find the details below on how to download it. Have an amazing rest of your day.